Thank you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and welcome to Pointless, the quiz show where the aim of the game is to score as few points as you can. And to do that, you need to come up with the answers that no one else could think of. Let's meet today's players. Now, first up, we welcome Sarah and Mary. Welcome to the show. Sarah, how do you two know each other?
We used to work together at a hospital in Cornwall.
Were you on the same ward together?
She's the boss.
She was the boss?
Yeah.
Was she a good boss?
No. She's too bossy.
Sarah.
She's a very good nurse, but she's a bossy one, and which she should be, really.
And she should be?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. That's the kind of boss you probably need.
Yeah.
We sing in choirs together as well.
Oh,
so.
do you? What kind of music do you sing?
We do barbershop.
Do you?
We do musicals. We do religious music.
We did a calendar.
We did a calendar.
Oh, no, I bet... Were you wearing any clothes in the calendar?
We were wearing scarves and strategic positions.
And I was wearing a heart in the strategic position.
Heart.
Big heart.
Anything you're particularly looking forward to coming up?
Soaps would be nice.
Soaps.
No.
Now, listen, Sarah and Mary, you're going to have to get your story straight between you. Or maybe you just complement each other perfectly.
Exactly.
Oh, exactly.
Well, it's lovely having you on the show. A warm welcome to you, Sarah and Mary. Next, we welcome Susie and Julie. Now, where are you from, Susie?
We met at university. We're in the same class.
And what were you studying there?
We did business. She came into the class late and the tutor put her next to me, and then I couldn't get rid of her since. So.
And what do you do, Julie?
I'm a tax inspector.
Oh, no, it's very important. We need tax inspectors. We need tax inspectors. Otherwise, Sarah and Mary wouldn't get paid. There we go. And Susie, what do you do?
Well, I work for the Home Office. I used to be a customs officer, but we merged and...
You merged.
Border
You're now
Force.
Border Controls.
Border Force.
Border Force?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a good name. Border Force.
Border Force.
Sounds like
That's
a film,
pretty good,
doesn't it?
Yeah, doesn't it just?
Wow. Now, Julie, what do you hope is going to come up today?
I particularly like films, hopefully zombie films, horror films.
Hopefully zombie film.
Hopefully zombie films. It's my speciality.
Very good. Well, Susie and Julie, lovely having you on the show. Very, very best of luck to you. And next, we welcome back Douglas and Neve. You were on the show last time. Everyone gets 2 chances to reach the Pointless final. This is your second and final chance. Douglas, remind us how you know each other.
We met each other 2.5 years ago, back in Ireland, and Neve lives in England, so I moved over to England this year.
And Neve, what happened last time?
We crashed, we burned. It started off gloriously.
Oh, it did?
It did.
Oh, it did. We had a pointless answer
We
from
had
Douglas.
a pointless answer.
Anyway, what do you hope is going to come up today? Neve?
Well, I don't know, lookalikes, because Doug is pretty good. He looks like quite a few famous people.
I can think of a few.
I think you look like Sean Hughes with Mickey Flanagan's hair.
Yeah, oh,
Exactly right. There you go. Very good. Well, listen, Douglas, Neve, welcome back to the show. Nice to have you here. And finally, we've got Ben and Rob. How do you two know each other?
We're work colleagues and friends, I suppose, as well.
Well,
You could say that. Yeah.
good job you got that in, Ben. Yeah. And what is that work that you do together, Rob?
We are journalists for a sports website.
Wow. Oh, that's fun.
Which is fun.
Sports fans. That really is great fun. And what particular sports do you cover?
Particularly football, tennis, I like horse racing as well.
Very good. Ben?
I love motorbike racing. That's my passion.
OK, so it'd be quite embarrassing if sport came up and you didn't
That's
do
the
brilliantly.
That's the danger.
Yes,
that is the huge danger today. Yeah.
OK. What other areas are you interested in, Ben and Rob?
Well, Rob particularly loves his racehorse.
Wow. How long have you had a racehorse?
Just a few months. I own a fetlock, I think.
Very good. Well, we should get a horse.
We should. Do you get to ride it as well?
That would be very, very foolish, I think.
But you know what? I'm not buying a horse if I can't ride it.
You should be a jockey. I can really see you as a jockey. I'm telling you what, we'll get a horse and you can ride it.
Do you know what? I'm glad you said that. It's about time. I think I'd be an amazing jockey.
You have the physique of a jockey. It's amazing. Think how big the horse would have to be for you to be...
Wow, imagine that horse.
Wow.
But you'd intimidate all the other runners in the Grand National if I turned up like that, looking at everybody.
You'd break the weighing machine. That'd be hilarious. Very good. Well, listen, Ben and Rob, warm welcome to the show. It's great to have you here. We'll find out more about all of you throughout the show as it goes along. There's only one person left for me to introduce. He's got that look on his face like he knows something we don't, which, of course, he does. The questions and the answers. It's my pointless friend. It's Richard.
Hiya. Hi, everybody. How are you this afternoon?
Yeah, I'm very well.
Excellent. So show 401 today.
Yes.
Our last show was show 400. It was a cracker, wasn't it?
It was.
Dan and Toby were terrific. I mean, they really were terrific,
Some
weren't
of the
they?
nicest contestants we've
Yeah,
had.
absolutely.
Really,
They did brilliantly well. So it was a great show, but I suspect as we move into our next 400, today will be just as good. Round 2 is one of your favourite types of rounds.
Oh, is it?
Something you always look forward to.
Oh, good. I look forward to that, obviously.
Yeah.
Thanks very much indeed, Richard. Now, all our questions on Pointless have been put to 100 people before the show. In order to get to the final round and be in with a chance of winning our jackpot, our contestants need to find the obscure answers our 100 people didn't get. So the fewer of the 100 who knew the answer, the fewer points you will score. What everyone's trying to do, of course, is to find a pointless answer. That's an answer that none of our 100 people gave, and each time that happens, we will add 250 quid to the jackpot. Dan and Toby won the jackpot brilliantly last time, so today's jackpot starts off at £1,000. If everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. Now, in this first round, each of you must give me one answer, and you cannot confer with your partner. Whichever pair has the highest score at the end of the round will be eliminated, so try and make sure that's not you. OK, our first category today is actors. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second?
I'll go first, okay.
And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and our question concerns actors and their countries of birth. Actors and their countries of birth, Richard.
Yes, on each pass, we're going to show you the names of 7 actors. You simply need to tell us the modern-day country in which each was born, please. As always, by country, we mean a sovereign state that is a member of the UN. Give us an incorrect answer, don't forget you're going to score 100 points. So 14 to have a go at home. Good luck.
Thanks very much indeed. Now then, Sarah and Mary, you all drew lots before the show, and today you're going to go first. So we are looking for the country of birth of each of these actors. And on our first board, we have got Kate Blanchett, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Monica Bellucci, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Andy Garcia, Halle Berry, and Jar Jar Gabor. I'll read those one last time. Kate Blanchett, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Monica Bellucci, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Andy Garcia, Halle Berry, and Jar Jar Gabor. There we are, 7 actors. We want the country of birth of the most obscure one you know, Sarah.
Right. OK, I think I'll go for Kate Blanchett, and I think she is from New Zealand.
Kate Blanchett, New Zealand, says Sarah. Let's see if that's right. How many people knew it, if it is? Oh, no. Bad luck. An incorrect answer, as it turns out, which I'm afraid scores you the maximum of 100 points. I'm very sorry. Richard.
Yeah, sorry, Sarah. We've seen people come back from that so many times before, though, so don't panic too much. I'll give you the correct answer at the end of the pass.
Julie, how's that board look to you?
I think I know quite a lot of them. I am going to say Arnold Schwarzenegger, Austria.
Austria, says Julie, for Arnold Schwarzenegger. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said Austria. It's right. Well done. 54. 54.
Yeah, absolutely right. Born in Austria, and they just opened a museum in his childhood home. Museum of Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Wow.
You can see his original toilet.
I am going there. My goodness.
Do you want me to book your flight?
Yeah, would you?
Yeah.
For as soon as possible.
Do you know what? All flights for the next 4 months fully booked due to the popularity of the Arnold Schwarzenegger toilet. It's annoying.
Wow, what a shame. I'll have to swim.
The channel is full.
Oh well. I'll just look at some photographs of it, maybe. That'll be... Wow.
Look at that toilet. Imagine what he did on that.
Wow. Thank you very much, Richard. Now then, Neve.
I had a risky one, and now I don't think I'm really feeling risky today, Alexander. So I'll go for one of Doug's favourite actresses, Monica Bellucci. I'll say Italy.
It sounds right, doesn't it? Monica Bellucci, Italy, says Neve. Let's hope it's right. If it is, let's see how many people said it. Italy. Is right. Very well done. 39. Best score so far.
Yes, most famous for her appearances in the Matrix films and in The Passion of the Christ, Monica Bellucci. She's married to Vincent Cassel, I'm afraid, Douglas.
Well,
But you never know with
You
those
never know.
showbiz. Yeah, they split up a lot, don't they, showbiz
Yeah,
couples?
they do.
There's still hope.
Well, there we go. Excellent. Ben, you're the last person to have this board, so if you felt like it, you could talk us through it.
Now, Kate Blanchett, for some reason, I fancy she is from down towards where my parents reside, possibly Australia then. Now, Jean-Claude Van Damme, there's a footballer called Jelle Van Damme, former Southampton left back. I reckon he could be Belgian. I thought Halle Berry was from America. Jar Jar Gabor, for some reason, I think that's Hungary. So, do you know what? I'm going to go with Jar Jar Gabor, Hungary.
Jar Jar Gabor, Hungary. He is a sports reporter, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's got the cadences absolutely
And also,
beautiful.
that is the first time we've had Jelle Van Damme mentioned on Pointless as well.
My pleasure.
I remember him.
Very, of course, yeah.
He was a bruiser. Yeah.
Now then, Jar Jar Gabor, Hungary, says Ben. Let's see if it's right. And if it is, let's see how many people knew that answer. Hungary. Well done. Absolutely right, Ben. Down it goes. Still going down. 14. Brilliant. Brilliant answer.
Yeah, it's a terrific answer, Ben. You took us very nicely through some of the others as well, and I think you chose the right one. Because Kate Blanchett, you're right, is from Australia, but that would have scored you 22. Jean-Claude Van Damme, absolutely, is the muscles from Brussels. He's from Belgium, 37. Halle Berry, no trick there, from America, would have scored 52. Now, the best answer on the board is Andy Garcia. Do you know where Andy Garcia was born?
No.
1 point if you said Cuba, born in Havana. So that would have been a terrific answer.
There you go. Well, thank you very much indeed. We're halfway through the round. Let's take a look at our scores. Ben and Rob, best score of the pass. Excellent answer from you there, Ben. So 14, that's where you are, looking pretty strong at this stage. Up to 39, even Douglas, 54, Julie and Susie. And then, oh, I'm sorry, Sarah and Mary, you are the high scorers on 100. But anything might happen in the next pass. Best of luck. We're going to come back down the line now. Can the second players please take their places at the podium? OK, we're going to put 7 more actors on the board, and here they come. We have got Jet Li, Penelope Cruz, Joanna Lumley, Omar Sharif, Ursula Andress, John Dujardin, John Candy. I'll read those all one last time. Jet Li, Penelope Cruz, Joanna Lumley, Omar Sharif, Ursula Andress, Jean Dujardin, and John Candy. There we are. We are looking for the countries these actors were born in. Rob, you're going to try and find the one you think the fewest of our 100 people knew. You're on 14. The high scorers are Mary and Sarah on 100. A score of 85 or less, Rob, sees you into the next round.
I think I know 5 of them. But given the leeway I've got, I'll take it fairly safe. I'll go Penelope Cruz. She's from Spain.
Penelope Cruz, Spain, says Rob. Let's see if it's right. Here is your red line, nice and high. You get below that red line, you are through to the next round. Let's see if it's right. Let's see how many people said it. It's right, and you're through. 40. Not bad. That takes your score up to 54.
Yeah, great answer. Penelope Cruz, she won the Best Supporting Actress Oscar in 2009, married Javier Bardem in 2010. She said in 1994 she went to Hollywood. She said she only knew how to say 2 things, which was, how are you, and I want to work with Johnny Depp.
There we are.
And she did, didn't she? She was in Pirates of the Caribbean, on Stranger Tides.
Now then, Douglas, you're on 39. The high scorers remain Mary and Sarah on 100, so a score of 60 will see you neatly into the next round.
Okay. Okay, I'll go for John Candy. I'll go for Canada.
John Candy, Canada, says Douglas. Here's your red line. Let's see if Canada gets you below that red line for John Candy. Is it right? How many people said Canada? It is right. And you are through to the next round. Very well done. Oh, down it goes. Look at that. John Candy, 13. This is a very good score, Douglas. Takes your total to 52.
Well played, Douglas, born in Toronto, sadly died in 1994. It was a brilliant film, Planes, Trains and Automobiles.
Now then, Susie. The high scorers are still Mary and Sarah on 100. You're on 54, so a score of 45 will see you through to the next round.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to go safe and go Joanna Lumley, UK.
Joanna Lumley, UK, says Susie. Is the UK right for Joanna Lumley? Is that a correct answer? And if it is, how many people said it? Oh, no, not safe, Susie.
Not safe at all.
Dangerous.
Bad.
I'm afraid that's an incorrect answer, which scores you the maximum of 100 points, takes your total up to 154, and throws Mary a necessary lifeline. Look at that. Richard.
Yeah, sorry, Susie, I could see what you were trying to do there, but that's thrown it wide open. I'll give you the correct answer at the end of the pass.
Now then, Mary. The high scorers on 154 are Susie and Julie. If you can score 53 or less, you are in the game still.
I would think that Jean Dujardin was born in a French garden.
History doesn't relate, as far as I'm
But
aware.
I'm going to go for Joanna Lumley, India.
Joanna Lumley, India. There's your red line. If you get below that, you're through to the next round. Let's find out. India, is that right for Joanna Lumley? And if it is, how many people said it? Oh, it's right. Very, very well done, Mary. And you're through to the next round. Very well done. Down it goes to 20. 120 is your total. Mary, you did exactly what you had to do there.
Well played, Mary. Born in Srinagar, Joanna Lumley. That's a very good answer. Let's go through the rest of the board. Do you want to have a go at some of these? Jet Li.
China.
China is absolutely right. Would have scored 47. Jean Dujardin.
France.
It is France. He's the guy from The Artist. Scored 67 points as well. Omar Sharif.
Well, Egypt, I guess.
Egypt is absolutely right, yeah. Would have scored 15. And the best answer on the board by some way is Ursula Andress. If you had to hazard a guess.
I have no idea. Corsica.
No, she's born in Switzerland. Switzerland, 1 point if you got that. Would been a terrific answer.
Well, thanks very much indeed, Richard. So at the end of our first round, the losing pair with the highest score. Very exciting close to the round there. Susie and Julie. It was tough. It was a tough board, that one. Well, listen, we will see you again next time, Susie and Julie, and we'll look forward to that very much. Meantime, thanks very much for playing. Great contestants. But for the remaining 3 pairs, it's now time for round 2. Now, obviously, there's only going to be room for 2 pairs in our head-to-head round, so we'll have to say goodbye to another pair at the end of this round. Very best of luck to all 3 pairs. Our category for round 2 is words. It's words. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many words ending in R-E-N-T. R-E-N-T. Richard.
We're looking for any word which has its own entry in the Oxford Dictionary of English, please, that ends with the letters R-E-N-T. As always, no hyphenated words, no proper nouns, anything like that. And we won't accept the word rent itself. So any word in the Oxford Dictionary of English that ends R-E-N-T.
OK, thanks very much indeed. Now then, Mary.
I can only think of one. Trent.
OK, Trent is your answer. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many of our 100 people said Trent. Oh, I feared that was the case, Mary. I'm afraid that's an incorrect answer, which means you score the maximum of 100 points. I'm sorry, Richard.
Yeah, sorry, Mary. When you said you only knew one, turns out even that was overestimating.
I thought it was a river.
It is a river. It's a river Trent, but that's a proper noun.
Neve.
I'll go for abhorrent.
Abhorrent, says Neve. Good answer. Let's see if it's right. Let's see how many people said it. He's right. 19. 19.
Well played, Neve. Yeah, repugnant, inspiring loathing, abhorrent.
Ben. Ben. Oh, no, what's wrong? What's wrong?
I was dreading anything to do with words, literature, because I've got a degree in English Lit, and I know I'm going to come up with something awful.
You didn't have to tell us all that. You'd been fine. You could have just stuck with sports presenter.
No, my friends at home, no, I'll get absolutely panned.
Can I just say, Ben looks like a sort of Victorian boxer, doesn't he? I mean, I think you're wearing at the top. Look at that, look at that.
Yeah, he does.
A pugilist.
You could see him on a poster in an antique shop, couldn't you?
I can.
Yeah.
Sorry, you were saying, Ben. Sorry, on you go.
OK, I'm going to go with non-current, possibly.
Non-current. Yeah. OK, well, let's see if it's right. Let's see if anyone said non-current. afraid that's non-current usage, Ben.
Inevitable.
Yeah. Oh, dear. That scores you the maximum of 100 points. I'm sorry, Richard.
Yeah, sorry, Ben, no such word, I'm afraid. Although non-current is another word for a sultana.
Very good. We're halfway through the round. Let's take a look at the scores as they stand. Well, there's only 2 scores between the 3. Niamh and Douglas looking very good on a nice low score of 19. Mary and Sarah, Ben and Rob tied on 100. So Rob and Sarah, it's going to be a word off between you. Very, very best of luck to the both of you. Let's come back down the line. Can the second players please take their places at the podium? So then, Rob, we're looking for words ending in R-E-N-T. You're the joint high scorers on 100. We need something truly dazzling.
Ben was close, I think, by 1 letter, the word I was thinking of. Concurrent.
Concurrent. There you go, Ben. Concurrent. Sounds good to me. Let's see how many people said concurrent. There's no red line for you as you are joint high scorers. You just have to hope this goes down as far as it possibly can. Concurrent. It's right. Very well done indeed. 6 for concurrent. Takes your total up to 106. That might be enough to keep you in the game. Well done, Rob.
Yeah, well played, Rob. You've given Sarah a problem there. Concurrent, happening or existing at the same time.
Now then, Douglas. The high scorers are now Rob and Ben on 106. You're on 19. So 86 or less sees you through.
Okay, I'm not really good at words. I'm going to go for different.
Different, says Douglas. Different. Let's see how far different goes down the column. It's right, and you're through. 21.
Yeah, it's all you needed to do, Douglas, thanks to Niamh's brilliant work, so very well played as a pair.
Now then, it's words ending in R-E-N-T. Sarah, you have to score 5 or less if you're to remain in the game.
No pressure at all then, really.
Talk us through your thinking.
Well, I think it's undercurrent, but I don't know if that's 1 word or 2. And then there's what is it?
Proof.
No, it's when you've got a mucky wound. It's purulent. Purulent. We'll have that one.
Purulent. There might be a silent R in there.
Yeah. In Cornwall, there's a silent R in it.
OK, let's see if it's right. And if it is, let's see how far down it goes.
Oh, dear.
No, bad luck, Sarah. I'm afraid that's an incorrect answer. Scores you the maximum of 100 points. Takes your total up to a brilliant 200, though.
Yeah, purulent, it doesn't end R-E-N-T, but I imagine it comes from your many years of experience in nursing. It's essentially with pus coming out of it. Purulent. Nice. Certainly, if your doctor says anything you have is purulent, it's not a good day. I will say, however, in your defence, that not only is undercurrent 1 word, it's also a pointless answer.
Oh, no!
Yeah. Would have seen you through to the next round.
Can we not shoot that bit again?
No, we can't do that because that would be purulent. There's some other well-known words that would have seen the 2 of you through, actually. If you'd said any of these, they would have scored you less than 6. If you'd said transparent, belligerent, grandparent, would have scored 4 points. Indifferent, godparent, incoherent would have scored you 2 points. So some common words with very low scores. But let's take a look at some of the pointless ones now. Deferent, another word for deferential. House parent, which is a job at a boarding school. Incurrent, which is fluids going inwards. Excurrent, also a pointless answer. Irreverent is a pointless answer. A current, recurrent. Also pointless, unapparent. Undercurrent. How about that? And vicegerent, also a pointless answer. Very well done if you said any of those at home.
Thanks very much indeed, Richard. So at the end of our second round, the losing pair with a high score of 200. I'm afraid it's Sarah and Mary. Well, thank you very much. It's been lovely having you on the show. Great news is we'll see you again next time. Looking forward to that already. Thanks very much for playing, Sarah and Mary. But for the remaining 2 pairs, things are about to get even more exciting now as we enter the head-to-head. Well done, Douglas and Niamh. Ben and Rob, you are now only 1 round away from the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which currently stands at £1,000. OK, you're now going to go head-to-head, and the first pair to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot, but the difference is you're now allowed to confer. Well, Douglas and Neve, done very, very well. Some lovely answering from you in the show so far today. Ben, phew. Oh, you owe Rob one, I think. How are you feeling, Rob?
We got out of jail there, I think, really. So,
Yeah. Well, you did very well. You pool your resources from here on in, though, so it's all going to be fine. Very, very best of luck to both pairs. Let's play the head-to-head. OK, here comes your first question. And it concerns UK sites. UK sites, Richard.
Yes, we're going to show you 5 pictures of famous tourist attractions in the UK. Can you name the most obscure of these, please?
OK, thanks very much, Richard. Let's reveal our 5 tourist attractions, and here they come. We have got A, B, C, D, and E. There we go. 5 tourist attractions from across the UK. Now then, Douglas and Neve, because you played best throughout the show so far, you get to go first.
We're going to go for B.
The Cutty Sark.
B, the Cutty Sark. B, the Cutty Sark, say Douglas and Neve. Ben and Rob, talk us through the board.
Yeah.
we agree, I think that is Cutty Sark.
Yeah.
E, not a clue.
No.
D is the bridge in Scotland, the fourth
railway bridge, yeah.
I think C is Port Merion, but I'm not totally sure. I think A. I fancy A,
Yeah, he's good.
which is Jodrell Bank.
A, Jodrell Bank, say Ben and Rob. So, Douglas and Neve have said the Cutty Sark. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many people said it. It's right. 59. 59 for the Cutty Sark. But Ben and Rob have said Jodrell Bank for A. Jodrell Bank for A. Let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many people said that. Absolutely right. And it wins it for you. 37. Very well done, Ben and Rob. After one question, you are up 1-0. Richard.
Well played, Ben and Rob. Very good answer. You took us through another couple of them as well. Actually, you're right about C. It was Port Merion. It was a very low scorer as well. Would have scored 9 points. Would have been a terrific answer. Well done if you got that. At home, D is the Forth Bridge. That's a bigger scorer, though, 34. And E is the Falkirk Wheel, which is a boat lift in Falkirk. That would have scored you 12 points. 12 points. The best answer on that board, Port Merion.
Thanks very much indeed, Richard. So here comes your second question. Douglas and Neve, you have to win this one to stay in the game. Best of luck. It concerns Downing Street. Downing Street. Richard.
Yeah, we're going to give you 5 clues to facts about Downing Street in this one. That's Downing Street in London. We need you to tell us the most obscure.
OK, let's reveal our 5 clues to facts about Downing Street, and here they come. We have got first name of diplomat after whom Downing Street is named, the thoroughfare from which cars enter Downing Street, the animal depicted on the door knocker of number 10, the name of the number 10 cat since 2011, and the official residence of the Chancellor of the Exchequer. I'll read those all one last time. The first name of the diplomat after whom Downing Street is named, the thoroughfare from which cars enter Downing Street, the animal depicted on the door knocker of number 10, the name of the number 10 cat since 2011, and the official residence of the Chancellor of the Exchequer. There we are. 5 clues to facts about Downing Street. Ben and Rob, you can go first this time.
What do you think?
Well, the only one I know is the bottom one.
OK, we'll say the thoroughfare from which cars enter Downing Street is the Mall.
The Mall, say Ben and Rob. OK, Douglas and Neve. The board is yours.
We could... Ready to go for Chancellor Exchequer? Do you want to go for that one?
Yeah.
So we'll go for the last one, number 11.
Number 11,
Yes.
Downing Street. OK, so Ben and Rob have said the Mall, the thoroughfare by which cars enter Downing Street. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said it. The Mall. Ooh. Ooh. Bad luck. Now then, Douglas and Neve, you have said number 11, Downing Street. All it has to be is correct at this stage, and if it is, you've scored the point that keeps you in the game. number 11 Downing Street. Is it right? Yes, it is. Very well done. 68 is what it scores. But it was right, which means, Douglas and Neve, you're back in the game. After 2 questions, it's 1-all. Very well done indeed. This is exciting.
Yeah, it's going to be a cracker, isn't it? We're going to go all the way to the final question. Yeah, it's not the Mall, I'm afraid, guys. It's Whitehall. Whitehall is where you turn onto Downing Street. Would have scored 11 points. First name of the diplomat, that's a tough question. It's 2 points if you knew it's George Downing. The animal depicted on the door knocker of number 10, do you know that? We see it all the time, don't we? It is a lion, yeah. Would have scored 32. And the name of the number 10 cats in 2011?
Oh, it used to be Humphrey, didn't it? It's no longer.
It's no longer Humphrey. It's the best answer on the board. 1 point to anyone who said Larry.
Thanks very much indeed. Richard, well, very exciting indeed. It's 1 apiece. Whoever wins this next question goes through to the final and plays for the jackpot. Best of luck to both pairs. OK, here comes the third question, and it concerns US remakes of UK sitcoms. Richard.
Yeah, we're going to show you the names of 5 US sitcoms and the initials of the UK shows they were based on. Can you name those UK shows, please? Good luck, both teams.
OK, let's reveal our 5 US sitcoms, and here they come. We have got Three's Company, M-A-T-H, Stand By Your Man, B-O-A-F, Sanford & Son, S-A-S, The Rear Guard, D-A, and All in the Family, T-D-U-D-P. I'll read those all one last time. Three's Company, M-A-T-H, Stand By Your Man, B-O-A-F, Sanford & Son, S-A-S, The Rear Guard, D-A, and All in the Family, T-D-U-D-P. Now then, Douglas and Neve, you go first this time.
Okay. We'll go for Sanford & Son. And it's Steptoe & Son.
Sanford & Son, Steptoe & Son, say Douglas and Neve. Now then, Ben and Rob.
Well,
talk us through the board.
OK.
Well, the rear guard must be Dad's Army.
That's Dad's Army. BOAF, I'm not sure at all. Nothing's leaping out. Neither is the bottom one, but I'm pretty confident with Three's Company.
Yeah?
I think it's Man About the House.
Three's Company, Man About the House, say Ben and Rob, a Man About the House. So we have Steptoe & Son from Douglas and Neve. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many of our 100 people said Steptoe & Son. Absolutely right. 44. 44 for Douglas and Neve. Ben and Rob have gone for Man About the House for Three's Company. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, how many people said it? It's absolutely right. And is it going to beat 44? Yes, it is. Look at that. Very well done indeed. Down it goes to 15. Ben and Rob, you are our finalists. After 3 questions, you win 2-1. Very well done indeed. Richard.
Yeah, well played. Both successful shows, actually. Three's Company ran for 8 series and Sanford & Son ran for 6. Let's fill in the rest. The Rear Guard, absolutely right, was Dad's Army. They just did a pilot of that, never went to a series, would have scored you 28. Now, the other 2, All in the Family. Know that one? You'll kick yourself on a titty. It's Till Death Us Do Part.
Of course.
A remake of that with Archie Bunker instead of Alf Garnett would have scored 7 points. And Stand By Your Man ran for 1 series. It's tough with those initials, but everyone knows this sitcom.
I just can't think what it is.
Birds of a Feather.
Oh,
Birds of a Feather. And that would have scored 2 points. That's the best answer on the board.
Wow. Well, thanks very much indeed, Richard. Well done, both pairs. Sadly, though, we have a losing pair at the end of our head-to-head, and it's Douglas and Neve. You've done so well today. Brilliant, brilliant performance. Lovely low scores all the way through the show. Douglas and Neve, thank you so much. It's been great having you on the show. I'm sorry we have to say goodbye to you now, but brilliant, brilliant contestants. But for Ben and Rob, it's now time for our pointless final. Congratulations, Ben and Rob. You've fought off all the competition and you've won our coveted pointless trophies. You now have a chance to win our pointless jackpot, and at the end of today's show, the jackpot stands at £1,000. There it is. Well, you've done very well, gents. Very well indeed. Here you are in the final. Very, very well done indeed. Now, the rules are very simple. To win the money, all you have to do is find a pointless answer. We haven't had any pointless answers on the show today. You only have to find one, and you will go home with that money. First, you have to choose a category, and you have a choice of 5 options. We have had no sport today, though. You've got to be hoping.
Come on.
Best of luck. Your 5 options are country music, Formula 1, film actors, UK politicians, and Katie Price.
Well, we're not having country music, I'll tell you that now.
Katie Price, ditto. Actors, we survived actors in the first round.
No.
So we'll swerve that one as well.
Apart from Eric Pickles, I know nothing about the cabinet, so the politicians is out. Formula 1, it's got to be, isn't it?
Motorhead.
Yeah, normally I prefer 2 wheels to 4, but in this case, Formula
You're
1.
willing to waive that. OK.
Yeah.
Right, Formula 1 it is. Let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many runners-up in the Formula 1 World Drivers' Championship as they could. Richard.
Yeah, simply we're looking for the runners-up in any Formula 1 World Drivers' Championship from the first one in 1950 all the way through to the 2011 season, please. So anyone who's finished runner-up in the World Drivers' Championship. Very, very best of luck, guys. We need first names and surnames, please. We won't accept John Watson. He was officially listed as 3rd, even though he was joint second on points, but officially listed as 3rd.
Thanks very much, Richard. OK, you now have up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers. And all you need to win that £1,000 is for just one of those answers to be pointless. Are you ready?
We are.
Yeah.
OK, let's put 60 seconds on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
OK, well, I was going to go with John Watson, so we'll scrap that. Coulthard definitely did. There's no doubt about that.
Sterling Moss is famous for it, but that will be too
Sterling
obvious.
Moss. Lewis Hamilton.
Again, maybe too obvious. Coulthard, definitely. I was thinking Alan Jones, the Australian guy.
Jones.
I'm not totally sure. Gilles Villeneuve was another name that came into my mind as well.
OK.
But again, I'm not totally sure about that. I'm thinking 80s. It was always Senna and Prost, and who was the other guy in the 80s? There was...
Piquet.
Piquet, I'm the other guy from Brazil. Fittipaldi and...
Going back further, you've got the likes of Surtees, you've got...
yeah.
OK, 20 seconds.
Who's the other Brazilian guy? Fittipaldi.
Patrese. No.
Ricardo Patrese.
I don't think he was one up. Mansell, obviously, as well, famously. Hill.
10 seconds left.
OK, who are we going to go with then?
I think Patrese.
You think Patrese?
Go with, what was your first one? Coulthard.
Coulthard.
Patrese. Alan Jones.
OK, there's your time up. We were looking for runners-up in the World Drivers' Championship. I now need your 3 answers.
OK, we'll go with David Coulthard.
David Coulthard.
Let's go with Nelson Piquet.
Nelson Piquet.
Nelson Piquet.
And either Patrese, Jones or Fittipaldi.
Ricardo Patrese, you wanted that one.
Patrese.
Yeah.
Ricardo Patrese.
Ricardo Patrese. OK, there we are. Of those 3, which do you think is your best shot at a pointless answer?
Well, I know Coulthard's right.
Yeah.
Coulthard, do you think is your best
I'm
shot
pretty
at a
right,
pointless?
but the other 2 are gambles completely.
OK, so we put Coulthard last.
Yeah.
Who should we put first?
Patrese.
Patrese, because it's a stab in the dark. and
Patrese
Piquet.
first. OK, very good. Piquet in the middle. OK, let's put this up on the board in that order, and here they are. We have got Ricardo Patrese, Nelson Piquet, and David Coulthard. OK, so we were looking for runners-up in the Formula 1 Drivers' Championship. Ricardo Patrese was your least confident answer. Remember, you only have to find 1 pointless answer to win that jackpot of £1,000. So let's see. For £1,000, how many people said Ricardo Patrese? Is it right? It's right.
That's right. That's good.
It's right. OK, so let's see how far down Ricardo Patrese can take us. He's going down into the 20s, into the teens, into single figures. If this goes all the way down to 0, you leave here with the jackpot. Oh, 1. 1. Wow, what a start to your final round. 1. That's very exciting indeed. Not a pointless answer.
No.
But a
At
great
least we got a
answer.
right one, because being sports journalists, if we hadn't got 1 right one, that would have been humiliating. I've got the lit question one already, so needed that. Yeah. Needed
OK. You only have 2 more chances to win today's jackpot. What will you do with your £1,000, Ben, if you win it?
Well, I've promised the parents I'll go and see them in Australia, not been out yet to visit, so I'll be flying over to Adelaide, hopefully at Christmas, so...
Rob, what would you do?
I'm going on a charity trek to the Great Wall of China. So that will go towards both funds and also equipment as well.
Brilliant. Very good indeed. 2 great ways of spending prize money. Let's hope one of your 2 remaining answers wins it for you. OK, we're looking for runners-up in the Formula 1 World Drivers' Championship. Let's hope nobody said your next answer, Nelson Piquet. Again, this has to be pointless for you to win that jackpot. So for £1,000, let's see. Nelson Piquet, is it right? And how many people said it? It's right again. Ricardo Patrese took you all the way down to 1. Nelson Piquet, can he take you down to pointless? If he does, you leave here with £1,000. Down he goes into single figures, still going down. Oh, 3.
It's getting worse. Going the wrong way.
3. I'll tell you what, though, another correct answer. That's fantastic. You only have one more chance to win today's jackpot. Everything is now riding on David Coulthard. We are looking for runners-up in the Formula One World Drivers' Championship. Your third and final answer, your most confident answer, for £1,000. This has to be pointless. Has to be correct. David Coulthard, how many people said it? Well, it's right. Riccardo Patrese took us down to 1. Nelson Piquet down to 3. David Coulthard's now taking us down into the teens. Again, if he takes you down to 0, you leave with £1,000. Oh, no, 4. Bad luck, gents. That's really unlucky. 3 great answers there, but unfortunately you didn't manage to find the all-important pointless answer. But you do still get to take home a pointless trophy, so very, very well done for that. This is the bit you're not going to enjoy.
Yeah, sorry, guys, that minute goes very quickly, doesn't it? If you'd had another minute, any other names you would have thrown at us?
I was going to think of someone like maybe Schumacher, because, again, people might not have said Michael Schumacher.
No, Schumacher would have scored you 15 points.
Or was Fittipaldi, maybe?
Yeah, I was going to say, of the other ones you mentioned, Emerson Fittipaldi would have scored you 2 points. Right. Either of the Villeneuves, Gilles or Jacques, both would have scored you 1 point. Alan Jones never finished second. Won it, of course, finished third twice as well. Eddie Irvine would have scored 1 point. Michele Alboreto, 1 point. But let's take a look at the pointless answers, and there's some big names in here. Alberto Ascari, who was second in 1951. Clay Regazzoni, the Swiss driver, who was second in 1974. Didier Pironi, the Frenchman, 1982. Heinz Harald Frentzen, who came second. Heinz Harald Frentzen. He actually finished third, and then Schumacher was knocked off the results table, and he was promoted to second. Jose Froilán González from Argentina. Mika Häkkinen in 2000 was a pointless answer, would have been worth the punt. Ronnie Peterson, the Swedish driver in 71 and 78 posthumously. Tony Brooks in 1959, and another posthumous second place, Wolfgang von Trips in 1961. Very well done to anybody who got any of those at home. Very impressive.
Well, unfortunately, we do have to say goodbye to you, Ben and Rob, but it's been fantastic having you on the show. You've been just brilliant.
Thank you.
Great fun having you on. Thanks so much for playing. Well, Ben and Rob didn't win our jackpot today, which means it rolls over onto the next show when we'll be playing for £2,000. Join us then to see if someone can win it. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.